I go to the Clippers last night. And I'm going to pat myself in the back. I've been pretty good at guessing what star won't be a star. I never bought into Melo, and I never bought into Blake Griffin.
Hall of Famer. He's only a Hall of Famer, Melo.
I never bought into Blake Griffin.
Never.
No. I used to call him the best volleyball player in the league. He's Karts Karai. He's at the net slam dunking. Still can't hit anything outside of 9 feet. So I go to the Clippers now, second time in a week. And I saw him 4 times, 5 times live this year, and I watch him on TV because I live in the L.A. area. I'm watching that game last night. Chris Paul's the best player on the floor.
No question.
It ain't even close. And I don't care. Kristine's got very good sourcing in this league. I know he's not beloved. I can live with not being beloved.
There's been a lot of great players not beloved.
A lot of them. Michael Jordan punched teammates.
Oh, yeah. Jordan, they just jumped on the bandwagon in Chicago and said, hey, man, this dude is awesome. He's beating us up in practice, but, hey, we'll ride the gravy train.
I also think DeAndre Jordan adds a physical element that you just can't duplicate. He literally changes the direction of virtually every shot down low. I got to tell you something. I'd move Blake. I'm watching.
If you lose this series, or you just saying generally, whether you lose in this round or the next round.
They're not winning the championship, okay?
They're getting beat next round.
We have fallen into this. Now, as Blake gets less athletic, I mean, last night he had 1 3. Everything else was 2 feet away. I already got the big guy inside.
Yeah.
I think we're overselling this Blake Griffin.
Well, look, I don't want to act like he can't play. You don't get 20-8 or 20-9, 22-9, whatever he gets on a good playoff team without being legit.
He's not a bum.
He's a legitimate star. But I agree, you have to do something. I don't blow it up, but I do make changes, and Blake would be the guy I would change. I'm going to throw out a few scenarios for you. Number one, how about I'm trying to get Paul George for Blake.
Yeah.
Because we know Paul George wants to be in L.A. with the Lakers, right? But look, what if the Lakers don't get their top 3 pick, or if it's not Lonzo Ball? Next year they are a little bit better than they are, but you still don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm Paul George. Am I giving up my prime to go to a team that we may not even make the playoffs in the West?
Let me tell you something.
If I don't win in the West, I'm not making an all-star team.
He
could disappear.
If Paul George goes to Larry Bird and says, bro, if they lose this series, they will. I'm just leaving town. So you can get something for me or nothing.
Yeah.
Chris Paul, Paul George, and DeAndre Jordan, I'll say it right now.
I like that.
Like it. That's a real threat to win the West.
Yep. And that's what I'm trying to do. Now, Blake's a free agent. He has to be on board with it because, he could go wherever he wants. Or I could sign Blake. And then at some point next season, maybe trade deadline, I trade him for Paul George. So you could do that. Or how about for Bradley Beal and Otto Porter in Washington? You got some shooters.
I take it not. Otto's becoming. Yeah. Again, it's fine. It's not winning the West. I like John Wall is the heart and soul of that team.
Yes.
Bradley Beal and Otto Porter are nice B players.
Beal's tough, though. If he can stay healthy.
Can't stay healthy. He's a good shooter. His weight is always a little puffy.
He's just big bone.
Okay, big bone. All right, let's move into tonight. You know that I have been occasionally critical of the triple-double, none so far in the playoffs. What if Westbrook goes out tonight? I can't wait to watch this. I am so excited, Broussard.
You want to watch him stumble and fall. That's what you want to watch. You don't even care about the outcome. Just Westbrook better not play well.
What if now I think he'll play well tonight because I think we're going to get a roller coaster. He's going to drop 45 tonight, game 3. I think that's what he's become. But what tonight? If Westbrook plays poorly, he's 8 for 34. Does it not, to some level, you included, make you look back a little bit at the regular season and go, we kind of fell for the triple-double crap?
No. He was tremendous in the regular season. And I can't believe you're just bashing the triple-double. Let me tell you this. If he didn't average a triple-double this year, you would be praising the triple-double. You and everybody else. Because it has been this hallowed mark for the last 20, 25 years. So we didn't think anybody could ever do it. And then somebody does it, now we want to belittle it. So, no, it's a regular season award. I think in the regular season, he had the most dynamic season of all the great players.
Most dynamic. Valuable?
Well, valuable's relative. like to your point, LeBron is the most valuable player in the league.
That's who I voted for. America.
I mean, valuable.
Yeah.
Meaning you can put him on any team and he's going to make him a contender.
It's interesting. That's what that V stands for valuable, actually.
It's come to mean other things over the years, all right? I mean, LeBron didn't have the best season. I think Westbrook had the best season. Harden, I think, had a better season than LeBron.
Tremendous season.
Harden is awesome.
Oh, terrific.
But I think it will not make me second guess my vote because he did something we never thought we'd see in the regular season. Never.
It's funny how you just said that valuable means a lot of things. It's like saying marriage, it means a lot of things. No, it means come home early, love your wife, don't fool around at the club.
If
it
you're
does
a valuable
to you
husband,
and me.
what does that mean? What is a valuable husband?
You can depend on me. I'm loyal. I am there like a dog. I lift heavy things. I am there to raise our children and to bow to you in almost all situations.
That's a lot of things.
Well, that's a lot of
easy to
things.
define.
Plus, to some women, it's you bring home the bacon.
Yep.
That's value. You can do all that stuff you said, but if you ain't making no money,
Not valuable.
You are shortchanging American women. Okay. So this is just kind of a thing. You know, we were talking as a team this morning. KD got a calf injury. Now, you know how I feel about LeBron. When the story's written on LeBron, we're going to put durability like 28th, and it's like it should be second.
yeah, he's incredibly durable.
Okay, we're one game into the playoffs against the smallest team the Warriors will play, and their 7-foot perimeter guy is hurt. Kerr was testy yesterday, Chris.
He was.
Can I be a little like, brah, you are the second best player in the year. Can't I say that Mr. Unreliable headline, there is some truth in it, that's why it stings?
So you're saying you think that's what Kerr's thinking in the back of his mind?
I think Kerr's going, dude, if you're getting hurt against Portland, let's get this body ready.
I would think that calf strain, I don't think Steve's thinking that.
What do you think he's thinking?
I think the calf strain is clearly overcompensation,
Yes.
right? So that knee injury is not really, you can't blame Durant for that. That's a freak injury that could happen
How
to
come
anybody.
LeBron never has freak injuries?
Well, I will give you this. If you look at the history of the game and all the all-time greats, they never had little recurring, nagging injuries. Jordan, LeBron, Magic. You know, anybody can get injured, break a leg,
right.
a
Stockton
foot, whatever.
did once, yeah.
Yeah, and it happened to Jordan, and Magic had a year like that. But very rarely do the greats have those, oh, he's got a quad, injury or a calf. I'll give you that. But I'm going to give Durant the benefit of the doubt here. If this continues throughout the playoffs, then it can become a problem. And how about this? What if they win it all with Durant out? I think he has to leave. He has to leave, right?
No. This is that I find Kevin Durant's calf and thigh fascinating. His MCL is the most interesting thing in the Western Conference because I think they're the best team. I think that is another show and another topic. If the Warriors win without him, and I don't think they would, but if they did, you start wondering. Listen, this is all about, you got to catch the guy at the right time if you want to pay him the max money.
Yeah. Wow. So you're saying maybe they wouldn't even pay him that money?
I'm looking around, Chris, and
I just think, and I'm not saying they wouldn't win it with him. I think they're better with him, but for him, a ring is a ring, but for his reputation, right?
Terrible.
For your image.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? And there's so many other places you could go and help. Like, go to Washington, go to Boston.
By the way, Adam Silver would be rooting for him to go.
No question.
It killed the regular season.
He might lead the campaign.
Good seeing you, bud. For all you guys out there, new name in men's health, and it's called M Drive. It's a new spot for premium men's health and vitality supplements. We take it to refine.